Well, good morning. So it is a Monday morning, so Dave and the shop is closed, so it's our day off. Dave is out running some errands for me, or running errands for the store and us and just life in general. And I am here. I need more tote bags. I have almost run out. I think I have like maybe a dozen left of our handmade tote bags. And they're all a little bit different, and I struggle to come up with ideas to make everyone different because I only have so many fabrics and mixing and matching and stuff like that. So what I have been given is someone's relative's quilt tops that have never been finished. And I really don't have the time to finish them, and some of them are weird sizes, and what we will do is make them into tote bags. So right now I am working with this piece here. It is 6 hand stitched flowers on this yellow border, or with this yellow border. And I'm going to cut the panels out that have the flowers, and I am going to make tote bags out of those. I'm really excited. I'll probably have to put a border around them just to make them a little wider, but each one is a little bit different. You can tell that they've used fabric from like different things around the home. Like this was probably a shirt. This was probably just like extra fabric from making a dress. Again, a shirt. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But they're very 60s, I'm gonna say. And they all have very similar texture and like thickness. So whoever put this together had their wits about them. They were really good. But I am going to chop these up, and I will show you my progress in a little while. Wish me luck that I don't completely destroy these, because they're beautiful. It's just not really useful in the form that they are right now. So yeah, be back with you in a minute. Hey guys, so it's a new day. I had to stop yesterday and we had to run some errands, and it was a great errand running moment because we ended up going to a farm and getting fresh kale and garlic, and oh, it was amazing. But anyway, today I'm back at the sewing, and so this is what we did yesterday. So I created the fronts of the bags out of the old quilts, and then the back with some recycled, or not really recycled, just reclaimed fabric. This is an old IKEA tablecloth that was never used. So I took it out of the package, I ironed, and then I cut into the same shape. So as you can see, these tote bags, they're kind of long. But it's not going to be just a regular tote bag. It's going to be a fold over tote bag. So it's actually going to look like this on the other side. So now we need handles, or a handle on here. And so what I've done for handles is taken some hardy fabric, because I don't want it to be really thin for a handle. It won't feel secure. So I've took some upholstery fabric, I can't even say the word, and I've folded it kind of in 2 but 3. So it's halved, but the solid piece is in the center of the piece of fabric. So I'll show you. So we have this, and then I fold it in on itself, kind of in 3, but really it's like half of the fabric. And then I do a zigzag down the center with the same color bobbin on the other side. So then I get this. So I use purple because I absolutely love red and purple together for some reason. It's very like royal, maybe, I don't know, but I really like it, and I had a really great purple thread and I thought it would look really nice. I did have red pulled out to use, but decided against it. I was really loving the purple, so we went with purple. So now what I'm going through and doing is attaching, oh, and it wasn't just the red that I used. I did use a purple, or like a pink with a purple and blue zigzag. So anyway, I am pinning them so they are even on both sides of the little fold over purse. So when you're holding it, then you just like open it up and you have your inside. Bam, and you grab your stuff and then it just folds over. There's no button, there's no like latch or anything. It's just a little fold over. And it looks super cute because it's like somebody's hard work and their beautiful fabrics that they chose. And I just think it's fabulous. So anyway, these are underway. So I will show you a little bit of the sewing of the handle to the bag. So what I've been doing is I've been pinning them so they are even between the back fabric and the front fabric, or fabric A and fabric B. I don't know what's front or back. So I'm kind of lining up the front, or the center of my handle, so it's on that seam line. So then what I do is when I put it on my machine, I've actually taken part of my machine off. So it's a thinner sewing platform. So almost like when you do pants, for people that hem pants, they know what I mean. They take off the bigger part so you can put like the whole pant leg on the machine. So I will sew actually across here. I'll do a zigzag and then I'll move up 3/4 of an inch and I'll do another zigzag just to secure it again. So it just doesn't have that one point of attachment. It has two. So I will do that now and you'll see a little clip of it. All right. So this is what I was speaking of when I was talking about taking off the piece. So this piece actually goes in here, like it, to have a bigger base for when I'm sewing bigger things. But for this, where I'm slipping the bag onto my machine a little bit, there's a gap under here, so I can then put the bag onto the machine and I can sew what I need to sew without having that extra base. So I'll show you what I mean. So what I've done here is I've lined my handle, my strip of fabric that I've done the zigzag and folded over like I was just talking about. So I've now lined that up with my seam of fabric A and fabric B, so kind of the front and the back. And now I will zigzag across here, move up 3/4 of an inch and zigzag again just to secure it. But you can see that I actually have wrapped, like put my machine inside the bag, so I don't have to have like a lot of bulk sitting around my machine. I can flatten it out and it's really nice to sew this way, and I don't have another base sticking out. I can actually get my hands pretty close and maneuver the fabric as I need. So that is what's happening. And I know I'm missing the cover, I'm missing the screw, so I don't have my cover on right now. But yes, yeah, so I'm going to sew this. I will show you guys once I'm done. So I've just done the zigzag to secure the end of the strap. So now I've moved up and I'm going to do another one back and forth several times just to secure the handle so it has more than just the one stitch across the bottom. And now I will back up and do that several more times just to make sure that this heavy fabric of the handle is secure to the fabric or the bag itself. So I've just finished the second zigzag, and I've done that. I think I did that 3 times on that one. So I went forward, I went back, I went forward, I went back, I went forward, and I went back. So, oh, actually on this one, maybe I just went forward and then ended it. But yeah, until I see a good strip of purple stitching, I continue until I'm comfortable because I want this to be super secure, and I know how I am and how much weight I put in some of my bags, and I want other people to be secure too. And actually, mentioning secure, when I sewed the bottom of the bags, I actually did it twice, just for an extra security. So if there is something heavy in the bag, it's not just that one row of stitching that's holding it, it's the 2 rows. So I hope people see the quality in these, and that I really tried to make them very secure for whatever they want to put in these. So I'm really digging how these look. I really love that somebody took the time to do this quilt and then didn't get the time to finish it. Maybe something happened in life or they passed, but I really love that it's getting new life. And even though it's not a quilt, it's something very usable that people can really love. So I'll show you the finished bags in a couple minutes. Hi guys, I just have to say one rookie mistake that I used to do when I started sewing was not trimming my threads. I just wanted to rush through the project, and I didn't want to. I do it after. I'll do it after. But honestly, I would always miss some because you're looking for them after the fact. So I'm a big supporter of cutting your tails as you're sewing. So if I have to sit down and like cut all of the tails off a quilt or a bag or something that I'm sewing after the product is actually done sewing, I find it really tedious. So I am a big, like I said, supporter of cutting the threads as you go. So it'd just take an extra couple seconds to trim your threads after you're done, like after you remove it from the machine, start cutting your threads. Have a little pair of scissors right beside you. Even those little, the cranes, we sell them in the store, and they're so nice to have like sitting beside your machine so you can like just snip your little threads as you go. I just wanted to add that in because it's something I learned early on that was a huge pain not to do until the end of the project. So cut them as you go. So here is my bag. There is the one I just sewed. There's the one I did before the camera came on. So the bag is now ready. I'll give it a final iron, and I'll probably stuff it with some bags or something just for display purposes, just so you can see like how much I fit in there and kind of give it a little bit of shape. But once you get your wallet in here, or like your groceries or whatever you want to stick in here, it will straighten out a little bit and it'll be great. Oh, you can see all my little threads. I'm not a very clean sewer. So yeah, this is the little bags I'm making out of kind of repurposed quilt tops. Alright guys, we'll see you next time for another cool little video about something that I'm working on around the shop. Thanks. Bye guys.